Recently, I had a conversation with my best friend, and I said, whatever it is that God has for me on the other side of this very tough season must be good. And I say that because when we are tried by fire, usually it is because God is testing us. It is this exchange of, before I can give you more responsibility, I need to know that I can trust you with what you have. And I heard a quote years and years ago that, I hope I don't fumble what I prayed for, right? And there were times in my career, young me was thinking, gosh, I just want to be doing important work that makes a difference, that has value, that is important and complex, because I like solving strategies and puzzles. And this is the kind of stuff that I was praying to be able to do. And now that I do it, I am pressed on all sides. It means that this season is about to come to an end, and the next season I'm going to need something that God has tested me for in this season. I hope that makes sense. And what I think is difficult for folks who genuinely believe, and I said this to my brother recently, if people read the word and believed what it said the first time, lots of lives would be totally different. But because we have to read it again and again and again and again and again to sometimes figure out what we already knew the first time, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I was just thinking to myself the other day that you know yourself half as much as God knows you. You understand that? You know all the things you know about yourself. You still only know half of what God knows about you. And so if you believed in what you read about who he is, right? When we say there's 1,000 cattle on a hill, that is a metaphor for how big, expansive God is. It can sometimes be hard to articulate or even imagine or think about how vast, omnipresent, omnipotent our God is, right? But if we believed half of what we read about him, think about the things that he knows about us, that it's not because he's got to believe in us. He just has to know that what he's placed in us, he can trust us with and entrust us with the next step. And so, I don't know where I'm going, but maybe that's going to make sense to whoever needs to hear it. And I'm saying it out loud because it was something that came to me this week that I wanted to share with somebody else. So if you got questions or comments, concerns, put them in the comments. Hope that helps.